What up? What is going on, everybody? It's your boy GS, and today we have a rematch of the game that I posted a little earlier today for the Josh Sitton. So we are going up against the same guy. Like I said, we have a rematch here, and we are playing for this time MVP Le'Veon Bell. I think he was going for like 40K or something like that. So the first game we were able to pull away. We were up 7 with seconds remaining before the half, and then we caught an amazing bomb right over the top to Boss Calvin, which allowed us to go up 13, and then from there we scored again, and then he quit on out after that. So right here, trying to have hopefully the same success on offense that we did before. He did a decent job moving the ball against us the first time, so got to be careful with that. Nice pass right over the middle, breaks the tackle, gets an extra 10 or so odd yards, really close to the red zone. Moving the ball, he's got that 99 buried that we got to try and keep in check, cannot really let him get too loose. Right there, good coverage, send a blitz, and we end up getting a sack. 3rd and 18 right here, ends up just going over the middle, wide open, but Cam Newton just completely misses the throw, and at this point he goes on ahead, settles for a field goal. So of course, when your defense is limited like mine's, you feel like that was a good conversion, good stop. So now it's up to our offense if we can score, take the lead, and go from there. So last game, we were rolling out a lot the first time, so I still wanted to try that. But, try and limit it as much as possible. Try to not go to it as often as I did the first game, because I was pretty sure he was going to be expecting it. This game was actually played the next day after we played for the Sitton, so it wasn't back-to-back games. Right here, again, we end up just going to Boss Calvin, one-on-one top, no safety help with Pat Pete pressing. So 98 speed, definitely. Whew, look at that punch to the face. 98 speed. There's not too many cornerbacks in the game that can't keep up with that speed, so we end up just having them wide open over the top, and we end up making a good throw. So now we're up 7-3. So now we try to get ourselves another stop, and then we go back to that edge sting, baby. Back to that edge sting, baby. Right there, I actually was trying to make the adjustment, but I was on him, and he clicked, he hiked the ball, and we actually just ran straight through, and there was no problem, and we ended up getting the sack. So 4th and 17, decides to punt, trying to send pressure, as they always say, man, pressure bursts pipes, man, got to try and make them, force them to do a quick decision. Right here, we go back up top to Calvin, little overthrow, he clicked on, messed up the users, and unfortunately for us, man, we were just a tad bit overthrown. So 3rd and 19, there's not too many plays I can go to in the playbook for there. There's really just toss it up and hope for the best, throwing it to a tall receiver, but unfortunately we end up getting sacked. And then right there, just a really quick throw. It's up, but I don't believe that was a fumble, so that definitely got overturned. So right there, we go back to the next thing. He actually breaks the sack. Cam Newton does that way too often. He's such a strong QB, and there are times where he would just completely shut a sack. So right there, goes over there towards the right side. Thankfully, it was incomplete. Goes for a play action, just tosses it up right there, and we end up dropping the pick. Last game, if you guys remember, between us, he was torching Sherman with Dez. So this time I knew to try and keep Sherman a little back, try and shade him a little bit, make sure I got some over the top help, because he was doing such an easy job of just burning 99 Sherman. So this time we try to make adjustments, since that worked for him so well the first game that we played. 3rd down right here, 3rd and 2, standing in the pocket, decide to roll out, and this is where Vic can be extremely dangerous, and that is how I have to try and utilize him more. I'm just way too much of a pocket guy to have this quarterback. That's why I don't really like having him, because I've seen streams and other people what they do with Michael Vick, and it's amazing on how effective he can be, but I've just don't like rolling out. It's just never really been my style, and I'm trying to add it in. I'm trying to find plays that work well for me doing that, but still having trouble. I'm still struggling finding an offense where I can utilize his speed. Right there, just goes deep up top. We click on, of course, we got no animation, but 4th and 17, decides to punt, and I don't know, tough situation to do there to really try and do anything, but he does give us ball back at about midfield. So a score right here could potentially make it really rough for him to try and come back. We go up top right there to Calvin on the right, and he ends up dropping it. Right here, we end up rolling out. So we got the B receiver wide open and just over the jumping defender, which allows us to pick up a huge gain. Right here, we roll out towards the opposite side. We stop, make sure we plant our feet, almost intercepted. One thing about Michael Vick is that he misses a lot of throws when throwing on the run. But just look how dangerous he is, man, when he's actually outside the pocket, utilizing that amazing 99 speed. But he misses way too many throws than he should. It's frustrating at how many throws he misses. Right here, we're just going to roll out. Nobody's really open. Just end up throwing it out of bounds, leaving us 1 second remaining. And we're going to go on ahead. We're going to settle for the field goal. And we do receive ball at halftime. So we are definitely in a very, very, very comfortable position at this point in the game. 1st and 10 right here. Standing in the pocket, we go deep up top, we just launch it, we click on, see if we get that spec catch animation. That's exactly what we do, and that is why you should not really click on corners, because I'm sure he was holding strafe and trying to get himself a pick, just no animation. At least that's why I don't click on, because I mean, there's a lot of times where your cornerbacks get no animation as it is. I feel like you get less animations when you try to click on. I don't know why. I just hope that the computer makes a play. Again, stopping face catching or deep bombs or lob streaks are tough, because cornerbacks don't get animations. I don't understand why. But he ends up quitting and we end up winning. Hopefully you guys enjoy. We're going to go on and sign out. Peace.